Happy 4th of July, Bears Nation. As the skies light up with fireworks and families gather to celebrate across the country, the Chicago Bears find themselves in the middle of a storm of their own. A storm brewing not in the sky, but in the locker room, the media, and across the NFL landscape. At the center of it all stands veteran tight end Cole Kmet, whose performance and paycheck have sparked a heated debate among analysts, fans, and insiders. The conversation begins with Kmet's sizable contract. The 26-year-old signed a 4-year, $50 million extension with the Bears in 2024, positioning him as the seventh highest-paid tight end in the league. That kind of investment naturally comes with expectations of elite production, consistent impact, and leadership on and off the field. But did the Bears jump the gun? Is Kmet living up to his deal? Analysts like Gary Davenport from Bleacher Report don't think so. In a recent feature, Davenport acknowledged Kmet's popularity and reliability, but raised concerns about his on-field contributions relative to his cost. Davenport wrote, "When the seventh highest-paid tight end in the league isn't even the best player at the position on your team, something is out of whack. This isn't just media hyperbole." Let's break down the numbers from the 2024 season. Kmet finished with 55 targets, 47 receptions, 474 yards, and 4 touchdowns. He ranked just 25th among tight ends in receiving yards, and while his 10.1 yards per catch is respectable, it doesn't scream top-tier productivity. More concerning were the stretches of games where Kmet all but disappeared from the offensive game plan. After Shane Waldron's midseason dismissal, Kmet went 5 consecutive games with just 1 target and no receptions. For a player with his contract, that's alarming. But context matters. The Bears' offense was in complete disarray in 2024. They cycled through 3 offensive coordinators. A rookie quarterback was thrown into the fire. The playbook changed. The philosophy shifted. It wasn't just Kmet struggling, it was the entire unit. Despite the chaos, Kmet maintained a catch rate of nearly 86%, showing he made the most of limited opportunities. There's also a body of work worth considering. In 2023, under slightly more stable conditions and with Justin Fields under center, Kmet had a much stronger showing. 90 targets, 73 receptions, 719 yards, and 6 touchdowns. He was second only to DJ Moore in total production and established himself as a go-to option in clutch moments. These 2 seasons offer contrasting portraits of the same player. In 2023, he looked like a rising star. In 2024, a forgotten man. But now, entering the 2025 season, everything is changing again, this time for the better. Kmet is set to play under new offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, who arrives from Detroit with a reputation for unleashing tight ends. Johnson helped mold T.J. Hawkinson into a Pro Bowler and turned Sam Laporta into a breakout rookie. His playbook is built for players like Kmet, big-bodied, athletic, smart, and versatile. If Kmet can adjust quickly and find rhythm with Chicago's young quarterback, a career year is very much on the table. Before we go any further, make sure to support your go-to destination for all things Bears. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell icon. Stay updated with everything happening at Hollis Hall and beyond. Now let's move on. As if dealing with on-field inconsistencies and media backlash wasn't enough, Kmet was blindsided by a surprise draft day decision that added gasoline to the fire. With the 10th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears selected Michigan tight end Colston Loveland, a highly touted prospect who many expected to go within the top 15 picks. The reaction was instant and polarizing. Many assumed the Bears would address glaring holes at offensive line or defensive tackle. Instead, they chose a player at a position they had seemingly just solidified with Kmet's contract. Even more shocking, Kmet reportedly wasn't informed ahead of time. He found out just like everyone else, watching the TV. From the outside, the optics weren't great. The Bears had just paid Kmet big money. He had just gone through a challenging season. Now, he watched his franchise spend a top 10 pick on his potential successor. The media swarmed with speculation. Was Kmet being phased out? Was a trade imminent? Bears GM Ryan Poles and OC Ben Johnson acted quickly. Once the Loveland pick was official, they called Kmet to reaffirm his role. Their message: the team still believes in him. Loveland was a best player available situation, and they were stunned he fell to them. They viewed the move not as a replacement, but as an enhancement to the offense. Johnson's offense thrives on creative formations and dual tight end looks. If deployed correctly, Kmet and Loveland could become a nightmare for defenses. One offers size and experience, the other, youth and dynamic speed. Together, they could stretch defenses, disguise blocking schemes, and improve red zone efficiency. Still, rumors of a potential Kmet trade persisted. Tight ends like Jonnu Smith and Darren Waller were being moved around the league, and Kmet's name came up in speculative trade circuits involving teams like the Dolphins and Steelers. But the Bears never seriously entertained offers. They valued Kmet's leadership, experience, and fit in Johnson's system too highly. Despite the professional treatment, one has to imagine the mental toll on Kmet. He was preparing for a wedding, hearing his name in trade rumors, and watching another tight end join his team with a top 10 draft pick investment. Through it all, he kept his composure. He even addressed the situation publicly. "I understand it's part of the business," Kmet said. "I'm still here to compete. I'm still here to win. And I'm excited about what we're building." Johnson praised Kmet's maturity and approach. "He's one of the longest tenured guys here. He's respected. He helps younger players. And I'm going to challenge him because I believe in his ceiling." The Bears haven't just kept Kmet around, they're challenging him to be better. And that might be exactly what he needs. The 2025 season will be a defining chapter in Cole Kmet's NFL career. With a new offensive identity, a budding quarterback under center, and a dangerous rookie tight end by his side, the stage is set for either a breakout season or a slide into irrelevance. Let's look at what he's working with. Ben Johnson's system is designed to exploit mismatches, especially in the tight end position. His offenses in Detroit often featured heavy two tight end sets, motion-based misdirection, and vertical seam routes that allowed tight ends to flourish. Johnson will almost certainly bring that philosophy to Chicago, and Kmet could be the biggest beneficiary. Kmet has the physical profile to dominate. At 6'6", 262 pounds, he has the size to shield defenders and the hands to make contested catches. While not a burner, he's an effective route runner who understands spacing and leverage. If given consistent targets and designed opportunities, there's little doubt he can return to 2023 form or better. Then there's the chemistry factor. This year, Kmet will be working closely with a second-year quarterback, a revamped defensive line, and a coaching staff that finally has some long-term vision. Unlike the chaos of 2024, there's stability now. There's direction. And most importantly, there's opportunity. Financially, Kmet is locked in. Cutting him would cost $4.8 million in dead cap. Trading him only makes sense if his production flatlines or if Loveland proves to be an instant star. But with the way Johnson speaks about Kmet, that scenario seems unlikely. Instead, the Bears are preparing to roll out multiple tight end formations and use both players creatively. Fans should expect Kmet to be involved early and often. Johnson may use him as a blocker to set the tone. Then, once the defense relaxes, unleash him down the seam or in red zone play action looks. We could see a return to 6 touchdown seasons or even more. But this is also a test. The front office, the coaching staff, and the fan base want to see Kmet earn his contract. They want to see fire, fight, and focus. And Kmet seems ready. "I know I've got to prove myself," he said recently, "and that's what I plan to do." The Bears have been searching for consistency at the tight end position for years. In Cole Kmet, they believe they finally found it. Now, it's up to him to validate that belief, to deliver on his potential, and to remind everyone why Chicago invested in him in the first place. If he succeeds, this won't just be a good season for Kmet, it will be a career-defining one. You've made it to the end, Bears Nation, and that means you're a true diehard. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Will Kmet rise to the challenge, or will Loveland steal the spotlight? And remember, if you haven't already, like this video, hit that subscribe button, and press the bell icon so you never miss an update on your Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, bear down.